What is going on, guys? We are here with another Overprime video. How is everyone doing? Yes, I am alive, 100% okay, I think. Now, I'm still a little coffee, but feeling much better. So I will be live for the update 100%. It'll go live at 12 a.m., I believe, at least the estimated time. So we will be up and ready for that, hopefully, if I'm not asleep. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited to play another update. This is the mage patch for sure, because Marty's coming, so and then a lot of item changes. So yeah, let's hopefully pray we have some big changes, but I think it's just normal balancing. It's probably going to be a smaller balance change too, so because it's the end of the month and the new heroes here. All right, without further ado, let's get right into the patch notes. Please do, of course, drop a subscribe if you guys do enjoy the video. Obviously, I'll still be pushing out content. Hopefully, now that I'm feeling better mostly, I can start going back to daily uploads and daily streams. So yeah, let's get right into the patch notes. So obviously Marty, people are really complaining about her design because she's like a generic K-pop star. I think she's cute. I don't know. I just like wait for her skin, I guess. She's probably gonna have a sick one eventually, but I like her, so I'm glad she's in the game. I like the way she looks. Love the alt skin though. I love the coloring. Obviously, I wish it was a little bit more like Yin's skin, like it was like crazy, but this is fine. It just looks good. Master skin is amazing. All right. And then Sev getting this skin was actually in the beta. This skin looks amazing. I probably will buy this. I don't play Sev, but I'm about to because this skin is actually top tier. It's heroic, which is I think $10, right? Yeah. All right. So Zena's going down in price for everyone who keeps complaining about that. Sorry, I might cough a little bit. Barely any balancing here. Yin getting a massive nerf. Mori's getting nerfed, and Richter's getting nerfed. I hope Richter is a redesign and not a nerf. And then we have a bunch of new items which we'll go over. I didn't know this anti-heal got changed. You guys see my mouse? Okay, you can. All right. So hopefully this is recording, by the way. I don't actually know. Let me make sure that everything... Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's get right into it. So, Richter, decrease cooldown. Wait. Huh? Okay. Decrease the cooldown. This is a buff. This is a buff. Okay. This is annoying. Okay, so this is one of the things that I hate, okay? This is... Let's talk about this briefly. A lot of the reasons why... I don't know why, like, Grux came into, I think, the meta, and, like, Richter is, I guess, more prevalent than he should be. A lot of it, I think, has to do with the show. I don't know how Rampage is not. Sorry, I'm still a little coffee. I don't understand why we make these cooldowns so short. This is one of the things that make the game feel bad, is that all these CC abilities have a very short cooldown. I agree that Richter needs support buffs, but the cooldown, reducing the cooldown to nothing without having to build CDR isn't the answer. This is a 7-second cooldown at base level, which means 40% CDR. You're at, I don't know, like 4 seconds, 5-ish seconds, right? So like you're just like pulling off cooldown. Like Grux right now has a 6-second pull with full CDR because it's 10 seconds instead of like the 14 that it was. Rampage has a 6-second rock throw. I just don't think those abilities really need to be that like short. Like you should not be rewarded for, you know, like having basically no cooldown or having cooldown by that much. For such powerful abilities, they need to be like, you know, increased. Because like if, for instance, if Grux grabs me or if Richter grabs me, then literally I have like 3 or 4 seconds of adjusting to, if I don't get CC'd, to fight back, and then I'm just gonna get grabbed again. You know what I mean? So I know that was a little bit of a rant, but these things can't happen in Smite. All the Guardian cooldowns are extremely long, which is a good thing, but you're supposed to build CDR and level-based cooldowns, whatever. But like the cooldowns are long if you don't build CDR. Like they're like 15, 16 seconds sometimes. So I think this is where we need to go. Excuse me, sorry. Because right now it's like this is too short. I just like, I don't know, like I get that he needs support buffs, he needs more durability, he needs more things, he needs more movement speed, less damage, way less damage, and I hope I see some damage nerfs. I hope it's way the scaling is down, but yeah, I don't know. This is not a good change. Like his cooldown is already really short. This is even shorter, which is not going to be fun to deal with. I know he has to hit it, but it's like, you know, it's just not fun to have to deal with someone who knows how to hit this for every 5 seconds you get pulled. That's not a fun experience. Excuse me. All right. Silence is even longer. That's kind of annoying, just because, like, I don't know, like he can stack this with silence itself, but when he does hit the pull and he gets the silence off, this is going to be really oppressive. Like, I don't know if this is, I don't really think a 2-second silence is necessary, but like, I guess whatever. This is good. Base damage is decreased. Decreased base damage of each tick. And then, the shock skill, okay. The coefficient is down by 10. Probably needs to go down a little bit more. This damage reduced by 60 base. Coefficient reduced by 40. This is good. Still needs a bigger reduction. This should be like 55 or something. Like, this is still too strong, probably. Because he was doing an absurd amount of damage. Not just that, too. This coefficient also needs to lower again, because this also was doing too much damage. Or maybe it's the base. But this is a pretty big nerfs. Which is good. Good. Increased stun duration, yep. This is another buff, and then adjusted the cooldown. Adjusted the cooldown to be longer of the old. Okay. Character designed to be more of a support hero, but he has become a hero that does a lot of damage at a short amount of time and equip with defensive items. It balances with decreasing Richter's kill damage and enhancing his supporting abilities. This is good, but the supporting capabilities don't need buffs. The problem with Richter is that the problem with all tanks in the game is that they don't get any base mitigation or anything of the sort. Richter and Steel are tank supports, but they don't get tankiness. Like, Steel has a shield, technically 2 shields, but that he does no enhanced mitigation. We need stuff like Richter pops his Electric Storm and he gets 10% mitigation for each character he hits, and also gets a movement speed buff or something. You know, like, he needs stuff like that. Not, I need shorter cooldowns to, like, make sure I can pull every 4 seconds. That's not really, like, that's a support, but that's not fun to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to be tanky. And then he also, I mean, I guess he can have like a slow or something built into his like I don't really know or care. The point is, supporting doesn't mean hook nonstop. It means being able to sit there and do what you're supposed to do. And since he's designed as a tank, he's not a backline support, he's a frontline support. What does he need to be a frontline? Tankiness. Like, that's what every frontline needs, so he needs to be tanky. That's a no-brainer. Same with Steel, same with, Richter. They're just supposed to be tanky. He needs basic mitigation, maybe a shield when he hits things. I don't know. He needs something to balance out his supporting, because this is still not going to solve the support issue. All he's going to be doing is sitting in the back and just trying to pull nonstop. That's all it's going to make it do. So, I don't really agree with a lot of these changes. I mean, like, the CC isn't really the problem. It's the fact that he can't survive. So that's what we need to change. He needs to be tankier. I am glad they decreases damage though. Sorry, that was loud. I apologize, dude. Okay. Morgosh getting more nerfs. People are gonna be crying about this, dude. I actually started playing ranked so I can get the Bellica skin. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I've just been slacking and I'm just a little sick. But I was actually planning on using Morgosh if I ever had to play mid and I couldn't get jungle. Because it's just so easy to pub stomp with her. Her and Shinbi have been my go-tos. Mid Mori, Shinbi solo, Shinbi jungle, and then Shinbi solo. I haven't really had to worry about getting ADC or anything. I've been playing on EU, but like I said, the public still, like, I know Mori's not gonna ever be used in high-end play, but she's just such an easy, she's so easy to play in like public lobbies. It's so easy, so she'll forever be. She's too easy to play, and she does too much damage right now. That's kind of how it works. She got an ult decrease, got a horde increase of cooldown, and her coefficient of her RMB is down by 12%. Morgan had an advantage over other heroes in lane. That's not true, as she could quickly approach enemies in the horde, E-skill, and skill damage lock on skills. Additionally, her sustainability increases. She recovered health using her Ord skill after engaging an enemy hero. To balance her lane combat strength, they've adjusted the magical power and coefficient reduce the cooldown for Morgosh. This is going to solve Morgosh being a problem for, like, what's crazy? People will say she's garbage and stuff, but she keeps getting banned in my lobbies. She got banned like 4 or 5 times. They're ranked, like, in East and EU combined. Probably like 4 or 5 times I've seen her banned, and I was confused. I was like, why are you guys banning Mori? People just don't want to deal with her. Like, no matter how, like, she's beatable. She's pretty easily beatable, but it takes too much effort to stop her if she's out of control. And it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, she sucks in higher end lobbies, but 95% of the community are going to ban Mori. They're going to ban FaZe. These are things I see normally. And people are also banning Grux and Muriel, as they should, but, like, the other ones, like the outliers, like, I'm like, why are they banning them? I'm like, okay, but everyone's not Conte, you know what I mean? Like, everyone can't play at that high-end skill level. 99% of the players are literally at a level that they can't handle a character like this, which is why she keeps getting nerfed. It's in the data. That's why people keep picking her in mid, and even in ranked. In quick play, I see her all the time. People don't stop playing this character. She's easy to play. She does a shit ton of damage. She still does a shit ton of damage. Will this solve that, like, pub stomper mentality? Probably not. I think we need a redesign of these mage assassins as well as damage in general. It's too easy to get online. 3 items for ADCs, 2 items for mage assassins, 3 items for, like, regular assassins, 3 items for Seraph, right? 3 items if you were doing a full damage any warrior, Grux, crunch, whatever. The damage that you need to like start wiping people in an instant is just 3 items, usually 3 to 2 items. Shinbi needs 1, FaZe needs 1 technically, but like most of these characters can just instantly kill you really fast. Mori needs like 2 or 3 to like really get like a giant handle on you, but it's just so easy to do. So it's like one of those things where it's not really a Mori problem, which it is a Mori problem, but it's also a class problem, but it's also a overall arcing problem. The game just has too much damage. It's so easy to get kills after your like second or third item, which is why I like playing her. I like as Shinbi, I've been dominating ranked. She has the same issue. You get your first item, you start just absolutely dominating, right? You just play for level 6 or play for level like 8, 9, first item, you get it, you're out of control. Mori takes a little bit longer to get online. But a lot of times I don't even stack and I still pop off. You know what I mean? Like I don't even use her mechanic because I just can't get the last hits with ult, and I just absolutely dominate. So, like I said, nerfing her base kit will not really solve anything. It'll just make her worse against mages. We need a redesign of damage entirely. Like people can't die as fast as they are, and it can't build up to the death as quickly as possible. People need time to react. Basically, getting one shot by Morgesh, like if she's out of control, but you can outspace her, isn't a good design. Like she gets on you with 2 items, she shouldn't just delete you. You know what I mean? Like you should have a fighting chance to get away and stuff. But that's not how it works right now. This is a lot of stuff, by the way. Damage dealt to Tions and monster damage adjusted to match the damage dealt to heroes with ult. Was it reduced? We've added an effect for Delusion Army to allow players to strategically anticipate and avoid enemy projectiles and skills. I called this. Well, he showed it off. In addition, we've added the same effect to skills, projectiles, conditions. The skill, projectile conditions are listed below. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait, she can dodge Shinbi ult? No, that's awesome. Wait, I can dodge. Oh, wait, no, I thought that was his prison. Like his, oh, no, that is, you can dodge his ult? That's like impossible. It's like, how do you, like, do that? You know what I mean? Dude, that's awesome. So you can dodge all these things. Wait, you can dodge her sticky. What about Countess? I guess Countess wouldn't work. Never mind. Dude, you can dodge Gadget Sticky now. Dude, you can dodge Morgesh ult. Basic attack from mini turns. What? Marty's ranged basic. Why Marty's? Why specifically Marty's? That's interesting. Oh, attack from Yaksha. Wait, what? Yaksha has a ranged basic attack? Huh? Weird. Ranged Tia. Oh, maybe it's like the lock on. Because I think it locks on. I don't know. Anyways. Prime Guardian, Projectiles, Inhibitor, Core Projectiles. She can just... I mean, this was already a thing. Oh, wait, never mind. I guess if it was going towards you. So if it's going towards you, you can dodge it. That's what it's saying. Okay, so Wind Whip. Before, no reduction in damage. Now, reduction in damage every time an enemy is hit. Damage reduction. On hit, 18% to 2%. Wait, what? Okay, so it's 18% at the start, 2%, maximum damage reduction. Hold on, I'm confused. Hold on. Is this, so this is the start, right? And this is how much it builds up to, right? So it starts at 2%, and then it builds up to 18%, or is it reversed? Anyway, let me read this, because I don't understand what, like, usually it's right to left, right? Like, this is, it should go down. Like, this might be the max later. Yin's Wind Whip E-skill applied the same amount of damage to all enemies in front, making it excessively powerful when equipped with lifesteal items. Situations where health was instantly recovered, damage function has been added to reduce the occurrence of skill effects. I think this is when it's maxed. Is right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. I need like a better clarification. All I know is at max level, when he was showing it off, the damage was getting reduced heavily at max level. So I think this is like, I'm trying to like understand how this is. So damage reduction on hit, right? 18%. Max damage reduction would be 90%. This would be at level 1, right? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 upgrades, right? 5. Is there 5 upgrades? I don't remember. Anyways, so 18% to 90%. So then at max level it would be 2%, and then at max would be 10%. So it would be good. It would just go down. So once at max level, you'd have a 10% damage reduction for passing the ability. Regardless, this is still a nerf, right? Like if that's how it works, if this is the final level, this is like, 2 to 10%. Regardless, at the beginning of the game, why would you ever cast this ability? Like you're never gonna get this at the start of like level 1. But casting the ability literally makes you do more damage. Remember, she didn't get damage for this ability, just a stim. So like, why would you play Yin over Sparrow, who has a stim that doesn't do this? It's the same stim. It's just like, why. Now, if that's how it works, because it's max damage reduction, 90% is huge. And again, if you rush attack speed at the start, you're just like, let's say you get here, you're still getting a 50% reduction, which is insane. This seems excessive and needs to be tuned, like just taken away. The solution is just buff minions, and that's it. You know what I mean? And if anything, reduce the effect of enemies hit behind you. If you, I don't think that should happen, but if you really, I think with Tion's that should be the case. She's always been able to cleave in other games. This is just way too much, in my opinion. I just get rid of this completely. I think it's just bad. Like, especially at the start, if it's how I think it works, yeah, it's bad. But yeah, 10% later, like if that was the case, I mean that's instant stacked. I mean you hit 5. It might be per hit too. Like maybe it's like, no, it's probably the max level. Okay. Yeah, it's probably just 2% at max level, 10%. All I know is 10% less damage at max level. Still, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't, you don't want to be doing 10% less damage. All right, Ghost Axe. So decreases the healing for 3 seconds and deals 10% bonus damage on attacking the target with decreased healing. So you apply anti-heal, and then if they're anti-healed, you get 10% more bonus damage. I can see this in assassin builds. It's just amazing. Like 10% more damage for getting Ghost Axe, basically. That's pretty good. So this basically is just 10% extra damage. So like for instance, if you have 400 power, you're dealing like 440 minus pen and stuff. Including pen, you're doing a lot of damage. You know what I mean? This item is crazy now. So grants a shield, obviously still increases the hero's magical power by this blue heart 15% while the shield is on. So you get 15% damage. So if you're automatically thinking Grim, Wraith, Mako, Murdoch, Decima Cannon, because you know, it's still a thing. Yeah, this will be fun. Having to deal with a Wraith sniping you for, again, guys, people are like, oh yes, a Wraith buff. Long range abilities are gonna benefit from this. You can also build it on casters as well, like Gideon or Gadget, and I probably will try it because it's 10% damage or 15% damage. This combined with Mini Moda, if you can get it off, literally will give you 25% extra power. This can make you cap over 1,000 if you're slowing them and you're hitting this as well with the shield on. You can get 1,000 power, over 1,000 power. So, yeah, interested to try it. Really seems really broken on certain characters. Needs a nerf, I think. I don't know why it's 15% extra damage. It's weird, but whatever. All right, so anti-heal. Healing by 40% for 3 seconds each time. Okay, so they changed it from 15 to 40 on the first hit. Mini Moda. So Mini Moda got a massive buff too. So it's the slow, additionally deals 10% damage to a slowed enemies. So this also got the 10% damage treatment, and when they're slowed, obviously they get hit. This is gonna be really good on characters like Shinbi, on Morgash, on FaZe, maybe Countess, all these characters. I don't know. I think it's the slow for Mini Moda probably has to be applied, but we don't really know. We'd have the damage test. All I know is this is 10% free damage for anyone. So again, if you're at 800 power and you get 10% of the, you know, extra damage, you're doing 880. It's not just a 10%, it's not just a power increase though. It's like a damage overall increase. So like if you're doing damage with also including pen, also including power, it's not just 80 power, it's also the pen you have, the nullification you have, right? It's just the enhancements you have. Like you're doing 10% more damage, not 10% more power. This is pretty massive. So I think this is a must build on most mage assassins. I'm going to try to figure out another build. Pen will probably still be king in terms of just raw damage, but I really want to try a build without pen to see if it compares, because this is insane. Physical and magical defense also now increases when hit by Tions and monsters at 9 stacks. At 9 stacks. What? If the player was attacked by a Tiana monster while at 9 stacks, and when we reach 10 stacks after they hit the hero's physical defense and magic defense increase wouldn't be applied. Oh, okay. That's why it wasn't being applied. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So the application of the increase did work. It just didn't work on Tions. That's why in the training mode I couldn't figure it out. Okay, that's cool. They fixed that. Awesome. This just gotta change for nullification. All right, so we got new items. Shield Shredder, physical 60 power and 15 pen. Oh boy, more pen. Love it. Dealing damage to an enemy hero increases the effectiveness of their shield by 30%. Decreases the effectiveness of their shield by 30%. Additionally, deals physical bonus damage by 40% of the hero's physical power to the target with shield. So this is the first shield counter item that reduces the amount of shield that target receives and deals bonus damage. This is a useful item for warriors. This is like anti-heal basically. So the shield they receive gets reduced. I don't think if it's when they have it. I think it's like, so, and you also deal 40% of the hero's physical power to the target with the shield. I think this doesn't have a cooldown. So it's like if they have a shield, you're doing 40% extra damage. But anyways, the way this item seems to work is like it's like an anti-heal. You have to apply it beforehand. When it's actually on, it doesn't see. I don't think it reduces the shield by 30%. It might, but yeah, interesting. Just great to have a shield breaker item in the game. Finally, it's just a little statted, like just a lot of pen, dude. They just love throwing pen at items. More pen. This item has cooldown, pen, and power. By the way, drill rifle. Upon defeating an enemy hero, grants a shield that absorbs 290 through 460 damage for 25 seconds. So you get a 460 damage shield for 25 seconds. Boosts the hero's power by 15%. 15% for 25 seconds will the shield last. So for instance, get this in perspective, and 7% movement speed. So put this into perspective. You, as Zeno, walk up to somebody. You kill them. ADC. So now you immediately get 15% more power. So you now get the effect of like the liquid that shield. So you now have, instead of 400 power, you have like 450 or 460 power or whatever. You're just doing 50% more damage in general, or 15% more power. You have 50% more power for getting a kill, basically. And you're just going to keep snowballing into more characters. You're just going to keep killing. Now, I heard that it doesn't reset. Let's see if it says here. The shield you gain can be used to engage a hero hiding at a tower or turn the tide of a fight. Yeah, also tower diving is going to be more prevalent. Rangers with high physical power skill coefficient could also utilize this item. Of course, they have rangers in mind. No one really in the ranger side wants to build ability based, except for Rev. So this is another Rev item, by the way. I forgot to also mention, yeah, this is also going to apply to Rev. Rev can build this item, get a kill, and just get a massive shield, basically. You can't reapply it, like I said, to what Okay, yeah, only for jungle. Well, again, rangers. So Rev and then also Kallari and Zenna, basically. And if you want to build ability-based Seraph, I mean, you have Stad, Grux, same thing. I wouldn't do that, but if you want to, you can do it. But yeah, this is going to be for Zenna and Kallari, and they're just going to, like, every time they get a kill, they're just going to do more damage. Kallari is going to like this a lot, but Zenna is going to eat this. She loves this item, dude. Must have. 15 pen, too. Combined with if there's a Muriel in the game, you get 30 pen from these two items. It's going to be amazing. All right, we go to mage items. So magical power 100, cooldown 10%, movement speed 2%. Okay. So magical power, gain a 1 sacrifice. So you get 2% movement speed, 10% CDR, and 100 power. Automatic build, by the way. Look at these stats, bro. 10% CDR, 100 power, and then this passive as well. Gain 1 sacrifice stack upon defeating a Tion, and 6 sacrifice stacks upon defeating an enemy hero. So 6 stacks in total. Increases the hero's magical power up to by 7, and movement speed by 1.5 per stack. So 7, 42, 1.5. Wait, hold on. 1.5. Okay, so wait, 6, 1.5. My head, my brain hurts. Is that 9? 9%? Yeah, 9%, I think. Is that right? Is that right, math? I think so. 6, 1.5, 1.5. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, it's 9%. And then you get 2%. So you get 11% movement speed from this item. Sorry, I had to do that in my head. I knew it, but like I wanted to make sure, so I didn't like misinform you. But the stacks last for 20 seconds, and you can stack them 6 times, and you can reapply these stacks. So if you kill a whole wave, and then you, when the wave is done, you get 42 extra power and 11% movement speed, you can now zoom towards your target and just barrage them. So for characters, this is really good on Shinbi, Countess, and this might be a first item because you're just getting 11% movement speed. Like, again, pen is really important on Shinbi and Countess, so it's like probably not, but like I could see it. Now mages, I don't know who really can use this optimally, maybe Marty, but like first item, I mean, but getting a kill and then going to someone else, this is going to be insane. And this is going to be something that Shinbi is going to love. This, I've been spamming Shinbi in the jungle for ranked, winning all my games. This is going to be an item that's just going to help you snowball. You get 42 free power for just killing somebody with the additional 100 on the item itself. And you get 11% movement speed to move faster. This item is crazy for mage assassins. Phase, Shinbi. Like, again, it's not about clearing wave. It's about if you get a kill and then you want to go and help your team after you get that kill, you have 20 seconds to do that. Now, if you do want to go and clear the wave, characters like Shinbi and Countess specifically can really benefit from this. Maybe Mori a little bit too. Phase really can't use this, but maybe Mori can, like, people who really do high burst damage really quickly and then need high movement speed will really benefit from just killing a wave and then going. But like Shinbi and Countess specifically can clear waves fast, so they can do it and then go. I could also see this just in the jungle, just building this to run around the jungle fast, you know what I mean? Like, and you're just running around with 142 power. As a first item, is this better than Bells of Purification? I don't know. Maybe 42 power versus 15 extra pen. I'm trying to think if that's more beneficial. Like, because you're getting 110 power and you're getting 15 pen. That's essentially like 130 to 135 power on the first item, and then you stack it with more pen. You know what I mean? So if you go this first, then go bells, it's like, I think you're going to go bells into this realistically if you're not going to pen stack. But I don't know. Like, and then what's your next? Cultist Blow is your next item. I feel like if you go Bells of Purification, Cultist Blow, then Blood Sacrifice, that's probably more worth it. So then you get the double pen and you get that quick burst of damage. Then you go Blood Sacrifice in the jungle specifically for Shinbi is what I'm thinking. And then for Countess, first item, I could see this being more beneficial than Lens because Lens gives you 15 pen, 80 power. So you're getting basically like 105 power, right? And then if you count the actual passive when you get that first passive, you have to wait. The passive gives you 25 extra pen. So you're getting about like 120 power, 125 power roughly for for having Lens on the first combo basically that you do. But then you have to wait 16 seconds or 14-ish seconds, because you teleport back or the proc to come back. I think this is going to be way more worth first item for Countess than going Lens if you're trying to get a kill on the first item. Probably better than bells. I like doing bells personally just because I'm good at using it, but this might be the best first item for Countess for sure. I'm just theory crafting, sorry. Okay. This item I actually really like. This is probably one of these two items are pretty much the only two items I really, really love. I'm not really a fan of a lot of these items. Shieldbreaker's fine. I just think it's overstated with the pen. I'm so tired of seeing pen on everything, dude. So yeah, anyways, Shockwave. Magical defense 35, so not a lot of defense. A lot of health though, 600. So not the most tanky, not the tankiest item ever, but it gives you some good stats. Cooldown 10%, and then also when the health is lower than 30%, a lower deals 200 magical damage to all nearby enemies and stuns for 2 seconds. I wish this was dual statted, like 35 magical and 35 physical, and then less health, like 200, like no health at all. Or maybe like 250, because this is Mantle from Smite. It literally is the exact same effect. It has a 2-second stun. I know people are gonna be like, a 2-second stun? No, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This is exactly what we need. I want to see more items like these tank items, like in Smite, basically, because this item is amazing. I'm so happy we have this top tier item. I want to see more stuff like this. Please, please, please. Very good item for tanks. And then Unfair Trade, 45 power, 3 mana, 10% CDR, 5% movement speed, 2,400 gold, by the way, really cheap. And because the enemy heroes nearby healing and shield amount by 30%, increases allies heroes received all health recovery and shield effect by 20%. So obviously an Narbash item, and a Muriel item as well. More support. Still, the Enchanter-ish supports like Decker and FaZe are just not eating good. And I heard Decker's garbage right now, even though I got fucked by one, so. Sucks to be Decker after her nerf, and she's just getting no items to support her, so that's funny. But yeah, GG. Allows supports to choose items an ally hasn't purchased, but like you would always purchase some Muriel and Narbash anyways, no matter what. It's like first item because you're just getting an extra increase of health and shield. But yeah. Anyways, demoralization decreases the nearby enemy heroes. I like how they're nerfing Muriel, by the way, and then buffing her at the same time. It's just kind of funny. Anyways, demoralization decreases the nearby enemy heroes' physical defense and magical defense by 55%. Actually, hold on. Did they add a magical damage shieldbreaker item? I completely just hold on. I just peeped that? Did they actually not add one? Power. Oh my god, they didn't. They didn't add a shieldbreaker magical item. I just realized that. I didn't peep that when I was looking at the items before. That's crazy, dude. We don't have a magical damage shieldbreaker item. Am I bugging? Did we not get one? Like, did we get one I didn't see? Because we have Blood Sacrifice was the new mage item. And then we have Minimoda and Blue Heart change, but no shield change. Wow, that's crazy, man. Okay. Dude, I want that skin, by the way, Dream. I need to grind, man. I'm probably not going to get it, though. I'm too lazy, and I'm just tired, and I have to go to sleep. And I got company coming soon, and it's like, I'm probably not going to get it, sadly. Okay, physical magical defense by 60%. So it's higher, but it has a lower cooldown, 2 seconds lower, and a longer cooldown. Or, sorry, a lower effect. I think this should be 3 seconds is fine. I don't think it should be 60% still, but whatever, I guess. I'm glad it's lower. I'm so tired of being demoralized. And then weaken, same thing, get the treatment. This is still way too high, by the way. 6 seconds of just doing no damage is insane. Okay, purge. Oh, it has a shorter cooldown. Cool. Awesome. They actually nerfed this at the start of the game. Like the time, but they buffed the cooldown. So, yes, sweet. We got a shorter cooldown for it. Nice. Everyone should run Purge, though. I love running Purge. I've been doing Double Dash because it's, for me, positioning is really important, but Purge is like my second choice, easily. My first most of the time, actually. Depending on what like role I am. Like Jungle, I wish I could go as second Karma. I'd probably go Purge. Well, no, probably Double Dash, actually. All right, so we got an emoji system. 20 emotions have been added. I don't think there was any except for one for Sereth, but none for my other wives. So sad, sad, sad. Yeah, we got emotions. We got also emojis. So we got the physical ones for some characters, but then we also have they don't show any examples like they made a post about it, but like there's emojis, you know, like faces, you know what I mean? Just emotes basically. Um Players who achieve gold higher than the season receive a dream catcher Bellicusson. Unfortunately, like I said, this sucks. Official launch in 2024. This sucks because I really want this skin, man. I hate that they're locking this behind gold, and I know it's like I could have bunkered down and got it maybe, but like I'm carrying all my games in ranked, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, it's just it takes so much time to find these games and like actually do it, and it's so sad. Such a good skin is locked. It's like it's not hard to get gold if you go on EU probably, and just like grind nonstop. But like I wasn't doing that the entire season. But like that's also because the game does it's not rewarding to play ranked. It's just the only reason I'm playing ranked is because I want the skin. I'm not playing ranked to play ranked. You know what I mean? Like because it's not fulfilling. It doesn't. I've had I've had no fulfilling ranked games. I think at all. No back and forths. No nothing. They've all been like stomps or just defeats, utter defeats. Like my team is like it's just hoping for better teammates. And it's like that's a player base. I guess it's a skill issue, but it's also the game just being so snowbally and so easy to win if you know what you're doing, or if you're just using a broken character. And it's for me, it's like I just hate that they locked it behind like because like there's no one like this is not an incentive. This is an incentive to play ranked, but like it's just because there's a cosmetic tied behind it. But like it's not fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like it'd be different if it was fun to play, but it's not. You know, it doesn't feel like I'm playing ranked in other games. And I know I'm not going to get gold because it's the lobbies are hard to get. Like they're real. I can't play on NA East. I have to play on EU. So I'm playing at higher ping, so it's harder to play because NA East is just like I have to play at like a specific 4 or 5 hour period, and like Jesus Christ, those games are awful usually. But like I don't know, man. I need to grind this, and I might try to squeak this out for EU because you can find games more easily. But it's like the fact that I'm struggling to do it, and I play this game quite a bit, is a lot. Because like, and I know I haven't been doing it all season. I could have gotten it earlier. I get that, right? The problem isn't that. It's like it's the fact that ranked isn't rewarding anyways, and there's a lower player base. The incentive of this skin and this skin as well, unless the player base jumps up for this skin, it's like not a lot of people are gonna have this Belica skin in most servers because you know, like 300 people max. I think in NA, like we have not a lot of golds. I think we have like 200 or 300 golds. I'm not entirely sure, but like there's not a lot. And then in EU, there's a lot of golds, but it's just one of those things. It's because you know there's more. It's a more of a better ring scene, but it's one of those things. It's like not a lot of people can get this, not because they're bad, because the player bases won't allow them to. You know what I mean? And then also you also don't have fun in ranked. It's like less fun than quick play. So it's one of those things. I don't know. I'm just complaining, but yeah. And then item preset changes. You get 10 more presets. Awesome. That's a lot. Jesus Christ. I don't know what changes to the fan shape collisions. Custom improvements. Changes to player names displayed during the draft phase. Okay, so now we just got player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, an effect that has been added that redirects incoming projectiles towards a statue created by Frigid Illusion. Wait, what? An effect has been added that redirects. What is she, Yin? Is this real? Hold on, they didn't mention this. Hello? Skills Claw has been changed to block enemy projectiles and range basic attacks. It already did this. Was this a nerf, by the way? Like, does anyone know? Like, did it block something else? This is what it does, right? Does it block something else? Like, I'm confused. What is this, like, I guess technically it blocks melee attacks, but like not really like melee I guess attacks, but like I don't know, weird. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Nothing really. Core was changed. It's cool. Add the song assemble the music in the in-game lobby. Skill guide videos be added to the lobby. Yep, dude. Wait, so the Maeve song is gonna be the lobby music. I wish it was in-game, honestly, and you could just turn it off. You can clear missions while playing AI battles. Cool. For our skill only, the skill will be instantly canceled without applying a cooldown if the target disappears. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, so what if I'm? Oh, I guess for R. Okay, never mind. Okay, I didn't purchase feedback on inclusion. Okay, I don't know what this is. Bug fixes. Sarah's descending skill. Wait, descending E school was incorrectly being applied based on its usage duration. What does that mean? Yin's area and jungle monster cause the attack effect to stay randomly. Aerial acrobatics on a jungle monster cause the monster's attack effect to stay. Okay, it's weird. Oh, I've seen howitzer stuck in the air before. Oh, Crunch got a nerf. That no one can abuse that anymore. I wonder if that was why people were banning him so much. Okay, that's pretty much it. So overall, how was this patch? It's okay. Like, it's gonna be nice to experiment with the new mage items. That's pretty much it. You know, like nothing else really matters. I mean, I guess jungle. I could experiment with the wolf item and then also ghost axe. But like again, like I said, guys, I don't know. I'm looking for bigger changes than what we have here. I don't know, man. I just Jon Snow, if you're watching this, man, it's just like you guys gotta make bigger changes. Like like the game isn't in a spot where people enjoy playing enough to just sit there and play. You have to make changes that are gonna change the game almost every month. You know what I mean? Like get rid of a tower. No, like add a tower randomly. I get you can't, but like, or I don't know. Try a big character change or nerf, like a change, I guess, but change systems in the game too, like the way gold works, the way you like acquire gold, boost the gold gain, you know what I mean, like boost the minion damage heavily. And I get they're talking about that stuff, but what I'm saying is like the changes are they're just balanced. Like this is all just balance. It's cool that we get new items, but these items, all they do is solve some of the shield issues, but also this adds to power creep, which is a big problem. This adds to power creep, which is a big problem. This change adds to power creep. This change adds to power creep. This change adds to power creep. It's like these changes aren't good because like the game, like I said, we don't care about how people right now feel about the game. We only care about the people who come into the game feel. And the game is so stacked against you with items, power, the way the game flows, like gold farm, all this other stuff. It's so unrewarding to not know how to play the game. And you have to sit there for 30 minutes and then just lose, right? And like you can go back in my games where I'm complaining about the state of the game and how like the pacing is. Like I'll get my mid tower and then I'm just out of the game because I can't farm anymore and I have to risk my life to get farm. And I get like 1 or 2 waves and then I'm just like I'm out, right? Like it's like I can't do any. I'm at their inhibitor, and it's one of those things. It's like you need to slow your game down and reduce the amount of damage that everyone's doing, because no new player is going to be able to come to the game and then have to deal with someone with full stack blood sacrifice one-shotting you. Like all this is doing is adding to power creep. They need to make bigger changes to change the pace of the game. Like again, like I said, minions, towers, the orb being nerfed. Everything needs to be nerfed, by the way. Nothing needs to be buffed. Every single thing in the game needs nerfs. I don't want to see more damage being added, which is why I'm scared of these items. I don't want, it's fun to experiment with these items because you get more damage. I don't want more damage in the game. This is literally increasing the mage assassin, mages, whatever, damage threshold. The changes to some of these items like this, like why are we worrying about how much damage this item is applying to the enemy? No one wants to die faster in the game. Everyone dies in one shot anyway. Like I don't know, man. And people are gonna be like, but these are items and these are so much fun. Like I don't care. No new player is gonna want to have to deal with these things, dude. Everyone gets one shot. I see a new player, they're dead to rights because they don't know how to play the game. And it's not just like because they're a new player. It's like no, because I can walk up to them and one shot them and they have 0 time to react. They have no gold, they have no farm, and they can't do anything about it. When I play League and I don't know what I'm doing, I've played so many normal games in League, and I get there's an MMR system, whatever, blah blah blah. But even though I don't know what I'm doing and I'm losing, I can just lane and just chill. And like I'm bad at last hitting in that game, but I can just sit there and chill, and I'm not just like 5 items behind getting snowballed, and it's possible for that to happen against a good team. That's not what I'm saying. But it's not just good teams, it's just people in general, even newer players fighting each other. It's not an even balanced game. It's like one team is clearly stacked against the other for picking certain characters and building a certain way, and just like it's not fun, right? So we need to change the way the game works, the way it's paced. That's what I want to see in these patches. Every patch, I feel like I'm just disappointed at the end because I'm like, yeah, there was balance, but like, and I get this is a lighter balance change, but nothing's changed in the last like a year that has helped new players enjoy the game. It's only gotten more snowbally. The damage has only increased. Tanks have gotten arguably worse in terms of like defense, just due to the fact that there's so much damage in the game now. It's like everything dies so fast. It's one of those things that just, I don't know, man. I don't care. Like, again, no one cares about the veteran players or me. Like anyone at our level can adapt. You know what I mean? Like I can adapt. I play the game a lot. Despite being a casual, I can adapt to whatever the game is. but new players can't. And we need to just make changes to help new players. That's pretty much it. Like, these patch notes never accomplish that. So again, like John, so if you're watching, start making bigger changes that make the game more fun and enjoyable for a newer player. I get we're gonna have another game mode for that, but I play Smite and none of these issues are present. Like, if there's a new player, it's kind of hard to tell, like, aside from them just sucking, it's kind of hard to tell if they're brand new, because like they get full build usually, like they get farm, they're able to sit there and lane, right? And sometimes they'll feed, but like that, that's just their bad. But like even newer players, like in Conquest specifically, I know they have arena to play, but like the way Overprime is, that is not, for me, who plays a shit ton of Smite, that isn't present in Smite. And I get they have had years to accomplish this, but like I play with new players and I know that. I just don't, it's hard to tell, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to know if they're brand new. But in Overprime, you know when someone's brand new, because they're like, okay, well, they didn't do this or they didn't do that, and they're behind on gold and they haven't last hit enough, and like they're getting no gold and they're under farmed and they're getting one shot by everything. They don't know positioning properly, so they're just dying in 2 seconds, because if you're not positioned after the second item away from the Mori or the fucking Gideon, then you're dead. Like, like that's literally how it works. But in Smite, it's like, okay, people are just dropping 50 kills a game. You know what I mean? I'm getting close in these games, which is a problem. So anyway, that was just a little rant. Make it more new player friendly. Fuck us players right now. Change the game every patch drastically to make it more fun and appealing to newer players. And like that's literally it. Make it easier to play, kinder for new players. That's all that matters, because again, at the end of the day, the game is really complex for people who are trying to get in, which is another big complaint I get all the time. It's just way too complex and very confusing. Just make it easier, streamline the process, streamline the farm, the gold, the towers, make it more kind, reduce snowball, reduce the damage, just reduce everything that makes it or take away the frustrating abilities. And then we'll start. Honestly, I think what we should do, honestly, I think we should have a giant revision of damage, just a giant rework, and just restructure from the ground up, right? When do you want people hitting a spike to where they can one-shot people? 2 items or 4 or 5? You know what I mean? When do you want people being able to rotate out of lane? Where do you want people to be at 25 minutes? Do you want them to really be 3 items, or you want them to be full build, which is what they should be, because the game is supposed to be 25 minutes? How do you want your game to be paced? They need to think about these things and restructure the game from the ground up, because that's the only way that new players are going to get into the game. Let's be real. So I don't know. That's just me ranting. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for the patch notes. I hope you guys enjoyed the patch. I'll be live. I'll be playing, of course. But like I said, this isn't solving any of the issues that I have with the game. I hope the game does well. That's all I could say. Marty is cool. She's going to be fun to play. This patch is going to be fun to experiment with some of the items, but that's just a me thing. It's not the player base is still going to be, dead. Ranked is still going to be hard to play. You know what I mean? Like, we need bigger changes. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, this rambled on for 43 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.